Hello, people. Let's tell a story how menstruation was a taboo in the 90s. Before pads came wrapped in plastic and shaved in pharmacies, before TV ads used blue liquid to mask the truth, menstruation in West Africa was a private reality, sacred, silent, and often shamed. For centuries, women managed their cycles with the tools they had: folded leaves, banana fibers, dry grasses, and later, scraps of old clothes or Ankara fabrics. Hygiene was rudimentary but resourceful. Clothes was washed in secret, dried under beds instead of sunlight because even the wind wasn't supposed to see a woman's blood. It wasn't just a bodily function, it was a taboo. In many homes, menstruation was never discussed, not even between mothers and daughters. Blood was associated with impurity, shame, or spiritual danger. In some tribes, menstruating women were excluded from cooking, prayer, or public gatherings. In others, they were sent to sleep separately, isolated not just physically, but emotionally. Yet, within the silence, there was strength. Women supported each other quietly, pressing on remedies, hot water bath, ginger teas, or herbal compresses to soothe the monthly pain. These traditions weren't always harmful. Some were rooted in care, but they were hidden, never claimed. Then came colonization and the slow introduction of Western sanitary products in the early 20th century. Pads were expensive, imported and marketed only to the urban elite. For the majority of West African girls and women, especially in rural areas, modern options remained out of reach. Access became a privilege. A girl in Lagos might find sanitary pad in her school's restroom. A girl in Zamfara might never see one till adulthood. The difference? Infrastructure, education, money. Even as brands like Always, Ladycare, Moped, Bessense and Softcare entered the market, menstrual education was still rare. Girls were often caught off guard by their first period, thinking they were injured or dying. Boys mocked, teachers ignored, and girls left. Some dropped out permanently, but the story is evolving. Today, with our Pad a Girl Child School outreach, we were able to make PAD accessible to young girls, and not just PADs, the knowledge needed to guide their transition into adulthood. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this and appreciate our efforts in making the girl child happy, aware and informed, kindly like, comment your experience or advice, and click on the subscribe button to follow me for more empowering content. Meanwhile, stay tuned as I'll be interviewing the girl child to ask them on molestation, and let's get to hear them what they have to say about molestation. Stay tuned. Thank you.
Name is Felicity. What's your name?
My name is Family.
Okay, so would you report a case of molestation and abuse?
Um, I've never been in this country, but I don't have any.
Okay, if your neighbor, let's say your neighbor, your friend,
Yes,
is abused or molested, will you report the case?
yes,
Okay, why will you report it?
so that a molestation not repeat itself again in the society.
All right.
Yes,
Is that all?
yes, and so that real child to know their rights to be protected.
All right. Thank you very much, Mary. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Mohammed, Mary, my name is Felicity. So, would you report a case of molestation and abuse?
No, I have never been molested before.
Would you report a case? Like if there's any around you, would you report?
Yes, I will.
Why?
Because so that the person will have rights. Because we women we do have rights. For, and so we have justice.
Alright.
And stop the molesting in Nigeria.
And stop the molestation.
Yes.
Alright. Is that all?
Yes.
Alright, thank you so much, Miriam. You're beautiful.
Thank you.
Say what's your name?
Precious.
Huh?
Precious.
Okay, what class are you?
SS.
Okay, would you report a case of molestation and abuse?
Well, I've never been molested.
Well, would you like to report a case? Did I say would you like? Would you report a case of molestation and abuse?
Yeah, fine. I don't need any.
What if your neighbor is not you, but your neighbor is and has experienced it? Would you report case of molestation and abuse?
Yes.
Why? Why?
Well, because first, person is my neighbor and I care about the person. And again, person is a girl child. So me reporting it, like, give other girls boldness to report.
Right, I love your smile. So, will you report a case of molestation and abuse?
Yes, I will.
Why?
No, I've never been molested. No, I harassed people, but because it's special. Okay, people around you, okay, you just see anything in class, or maybe the teacher said the opposite gender to call you, something. And to reduce issues when I've been involved in it.
All right. All right. Thank you so much for your response. Thank you for your answer. I appreciate it. Bye. See you some other time.